Israel seizes buffer zone in Syria's Golan Heights after Assad failed. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he ordered Israeli forces to seize a buffer zone in the occupied Golan Heights established by the 1974 ceasefire agreement with Syria after a lightning advance by Syrian opposition forces ended Bashar al-Assad's rule. Netanyahu said on Sunday that the decades ago agreement had collapsed and that Syrian soldiers abandoned their positions, necessitating the Israeli takeover. He said, "We will not allow any hostile forces to establish itself on our border. Israel captured the Golan Heights in the 1967 war and annexed it. The international community, except for the United States, view it as occupied Syrian territory." Agricultural areas in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights were declared closed military zones, and some schools shifted to online classes in anticipation of the unrest. Syrians poured into the streets, echoing with celebratory gunfire on Sunday after a stunning opposition advance reached the capital of Damascus, Syria, putting an end to the Assad family's 50-year of iron rule, but raising questions about the future of the country and the wider region. Joyful crowds gathered in the central squares in Damascus, waving the Syrian revolutionary flag in scenes that recalled the early days of the Arab Spring uprising before a brutal crackdown and the rise of the armed uprising plunged the country into the nearly 14-year war. Netanyahu hailed the removal of Assad on Sunday as a historic day that followed the blows delivered by Israel against Assad supporters Iran and Hezbollah in its recent war in Lebanon. Meanwhile, Israeli media said on Sunday that the Israeli Air Force has bombed weapon depots in southern Syria and Damascus to prevent opposition groups from using and seizing them. The attacked ammunition depots in southern Syria and the Damascus airport are area for fears they might fall into the hands of the armed groups and local factions. The Israeli public broadcast KAN quoted an unnamed Israeli security official as saying, "Israel is working to thwart any potential threats and prevent any damage to its air superiority in Syria," the official said. Israeli daily Yedioth Ahronoth said weapon depots and surface-to-surface missile stockpiles were targets of Israel attacks in Syria without providing further details. Israel has frequently targeted these shipments and military installations in Syria throughout the country's war, citing concerns over possible transfer of advanced weaponry to hostile groups, including Hezbollah and Iran-backed militias. An Associated Press journalist in Damascus reported air attacks in the area of the Mezeh military airport, southwest of the capital, on Sunday. The airport has previously been hit in Israel air attacks, but it was not immediately clear who launched the Sunday attack. The Israeli military refused to comment on the reports, and Israel often does not publicly claim responsibility for Syria events. This is from Al Jazeera on DNYUZ. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.